me the life I had in the military. Me could be soldier only 6 years.
Okay.
But 6 years, you know. Let me can say we could 12, 15 years in your side experience. 4th June, I saw 4th June. I took part in 4th June.
Okay.
I was a lieutenant.
Okay.
I commanded some soldiers in 4th June. 4th June lasted 3 months. Na Rollins handed over. Or handed over and ye me free Michelle camp. Eba military academy. But me do Bama camp 2 months. And they achieve me. Court martial. Idi masem. Yes, me pay coup. The president was head of state of Ghana at the tender age of 24. I was in prison when Rollins came the second time. He released me back to uniform.
Okay.
I was in uniform as a lieutenant, working for the revolution with Rollins, up and down, National Investigations Committee. I was the secretary. Na amanfo catcher Rollins say if that in your coup obey or pursue two this no so sanche me go to prison 6 months. More prison I catch him say I've been promoted captain.
Obi how prison no?
Obi am more prison.
Wow.
I've been promoted captain. Me bar out na I catch him say I've been retired compulsorily.
At what age?
How old was I? I was 27.
And you retired?
I was retired. So I had only 6 years experience in the military. And me back here as a captain. Me buy straight to Ghana Law School. I learnt me the Nibre and I call law school because I wanted to become a lawyer quickly. I didn't have time to waste. I can look in the face of the Chief Justice and tell him, my Lord, you are in error. As lawyers, you engage bribe, we collect fees.
Mema akwaba eba Louise Dinkra TV. Empanyimfo se ye die dibion ene mo hoho ka fie. Ye wo sebo ene ye wo sebo. Aprenken suma aduosonson etwa kwansin so a obi anhwe ne yonko anim. Ifi say enuma mpempem tu na se wo kwa obia esuni sunko. Ene chese masesem na ebro adwen ne ntiase so. Maba mia medium. Me ba edin a ye de frɛ na ye mede. Eye capito. Eye mede pa. Etimi nso meka capito ni bi na meda capito achi a chese meda na di kire wo a ebeje wo nsam na ebeye wo nwa ene ye de na ebekọ way back baby ofri baby okọ school through here say na abrabo ne te a awrade asira no amana drum pempen so say capito ema wakọ ababa Louise Dinkra ye nua sa me ye nua
ana me kaze ya me dofu Capito ni na yemede. Udi ankasa edesai. Oh, your friend me Nkrabea Efa that. You will me Saturday.
Wow.
Me Kwame.
Kwame.
Do no friend me Kwame Nkrabea.
Kwame Nkrabea.
Na me ko di soja. Nti me fi soja no. Na me wo abodin a ye frɛ no captain.
Wow.
Eno ntina me namfo binumu e frɛ me Capito. Okay. But my official name is Captain Retired Nkrabea Efadate.
Wow. Captain Retired Nkrabea Efadate. Captain no free here.
Nyame adom me free Gyenegyene near Brekum.
Brekum Gyenegyene.
Brekum Gyenegyene. Tama ye wo me no. Na Gyenegyene ye 8 kilometers outside Brekum.
Yeah.
But Sefa make say dear. Gyenegyene ni Brekum is almost together.
Yeah.
The distance is only 1 kilometer.
8 number 1 kilometer.
8 kilometers number 1 kilometer.
Wow. eti Gyenegyene na atena nyiye
me tra Gyenegyene kusi se me ba Chimota 1967 ehon na ewo mi ehon na me call primary school ehon na me call middle school ehon na me chiro common entrance and sana me ba Chimota school October 1967
etu ta kofie
oh Gyenegyene de me ko sama akwada bia o Gyenegyene bia ni me
wow
bia even anokwa kan obi ntina me be MP for Brekum
okay
because tama edu time bi na Brekum MPP e decided say womo pe a candidate from Gyenegyene
okay
and Gyenegyene fu nyina say the only candidate they have is a lawyer in Accra. I have a friend of captain. Now, because Gyenegyene, me call pa,
wow,
me tako pa, me a presby, until me call presby church regularly.
wow.
The Gyenegyene, me know kase kura krono demanizo sa.
Emi aso ntime nkabono, kai kabono.
Oh, me share Chimota me a chi for O level.
Okay.
Na me share Akwapim chi.
Okay.
The me chiro O level no in Akwapim chi.
Okay.
The me chi no ye more Akwapim but a hybrid Asante Bononi idea. In fact, because I'm a lawyer, me can brofu more.
Okay.
Sin chi.
Chi no.
And I'm a year so can chi.
Oh yeah, deni.
Me yire Nkrabea ba bia. Mafano.
Okay. I don't know one worry be now worrying.
Oh, can be oh. Be a girl, so I don't know, but
you don't know. Ebia wa adwen anko ho.
My dream anko. And that is not Nkrabea.
Aha.
Because me di soldiers, me di soldier wa Accra.
Wow.
Tema, Michelle
Okay.
camp, and
Okay.
I Bema camp.
Enko military side kakra. How was military?
For me, military was me say abnormal, but yet normal.
Wow.
Me, the life I had in the military. Me could be soldier only 6 years,
Okay.
but 6 years, you know. Let me can say we crowd 12, 15 years in your side experience. You know. Because military academy, November 1977.
Okay.
2 months later, I me call Bruchere, UK. You trained me as a cadet officer. Me J prizes be brave. Me do Ghana 79 March. And a Rollins and a Boachijan, a year Umuku. And the two of them were my very close buddies. We were all in Achimota. They were my very close buddies. The 4th June, I saw 4th June. I took part in 4th June.
Okay.
I was a lieutenant.
Okay.
I commanded some soldiers in 4th June. 4th June lasted 3 months. Na Rollins handed over. Or handed over pe, ena ye me free Michelle camp. Eba military academy as demonstration company commander. A post I did my captains, but now me a young lieutenant. Me a demonstration company commander for just 2 weeks. And army commander, a farm called army headquarters.
Okay.
As our friend is saying, ADC. The many Ghana in following my boss. 3 months pe, and you changing my boss.
Oh.
And Okwenu. And me son call back to Michelle camp. Me call Michelle camp na I son so me call Lebanon. Me could do Lebanon. I was there for 6 months. Me buy a penny transfer me call 5 battalion Bema camp. Me do her in fact na senior Ghana Army Air Colonel. I thought my future was not correct. me and I'm a struggle here, G posting, but 5 battalion. Send a I met me a lectures at law school.
Okay.
To become a lawyer.
Wow.
But me do Bama camp 2 months. And they achieve me. Court martial. Idi masem. Yes, me pay coup. Me person be head of state of Ghana at the tender age of 24. Yeah, they make court martial. Many lawyer be and defend me. But I defended myself and I was acquitted and discharged.
Wow.
On the coup aspect. But a soldier for you, what they be a friend of misconduct. And I was jailed for misconduct. I was in prison when Rollins came the second time. He released me back to uniform.
Okay.
I was in uniform as a lieutenant, working for the revolution with Rollins, up and down, National Investigations Committee. I was the secretary. No, now I'm out for catching Rollins to say, if father thing you cool obey or pursue two or this, no, so Sanchi me go to prison 6 months. More prison I catch him say, I've been promoted captain.
Obi how prison no?
Obi I'm more prison.
Wow.
I've been promoted captain. Me bar out na. I catch him say, I've been retired compulsorily.
At what age?
How old was I? I was 27.
And you retire?
I was retired. So I had only 6 years experience in the military. And me bar fee as a captain. Me bar straight to Ghana Law School. I learnt me the Nibre and I call law school because I wanted to become a lawyer quickly. I didn't have time to waste. And by God's grace, 1986, 3rd October, by God's grace, I became a lawyer.
Wow.
And since then, I've not looked back.
Wow. Me say Ghana, the event will be retire. It's like at the age of 60.
Yes.
But was it true? Say na you cool out there.
Cool. Oh, cool. Me cool.
Yes. Say na I don't know what they attack you.
But my biggest problem, which has followed me in life till today, and it's that when I was in Achimota, Form 2. I remember so well one day. Was it Form 2 or Form 3? I think Form 3. Form 3. One day the teacher asked all of us, we were in 3B, what would you want to be in future? And in those days, somebody from Brown, Kofi Abrefa Prof. He was the Prime Minister of Ghana. Until say, me, if I want to be Prime Minister of Ghana. And we were about 4 or 5. I remember Ashon, my mate, also said he wants to be Prime Minister. We were about 4 or 5. And when by the time I drew 6 form, now the rumor among the student body is, oh, as with Father T, he wants to be president of Ghana. We could do Legon 3 years. Oh, if Father T wants to be president of Ghana. When I joined the army, oh, if Father T, you will become president of Ghana. And we call Sanhes, if Father T, the rumors not about me there. Baby.
I just said, you can't, you know, say obey, and open away, and anything more can.
But am I the only small boy who has said he wants to be Prime Minister of Ghana? How old was I? 14, 15.
Okay, that was your dream. But Evia, the movement towards the dream, no, made them think, say, you can
let's
do something.
say God orchestrated my life in such a way, say, Ubia Obeti. Ambition,
no, it's true.
No,
it's true. So, let's say you are a lawyer, and how is law?
It's the best profession in the world.
Wow.
To be a lawyer. It's the best profession in the world, especially private court-going lawyer. It's the best profession. I can look in the face of the Chief Justice and tell him, my Lord, you are in error. But you, under normal circumstances, you cannot tell your boss that he's in error. But as a lawyer, I can tell the court that, my lord, you are in error. And according to the law books, there's a case where a high court judge made a ruling, said the chief justice, the step the chief justice took was wrong.
Wow.
And the chief justice could not punish him. So, I mean, law, it gives you independence. Miesika Ekobutum is mine. I don't owe anybody. As lawyers, you bribe. We collect fees.
One bribe.
Yeah, we collect fees.
Fees.
Now, I have noticed, he said, lawyer Bia or serious at work. He makes money. And I'm sorry to say, but a famous lawyer in UK, he made a will that when he dies, his money should be given to idiots and fools because they made him get money. Because if you are not an idiot and if you are not a fool, you always consult a lawyer before you do anything.
Wow.
But most people think they are wise. See, they take all manner of steps about taking decision in Ulusuwia. The other day, a friend came and sat here. A very good, close personal friend. Out tabaha, many no move. Yeah, did a million times. Who got off here 800 million cedis? Why don't you tell me? Say, oh, Capito, may I want to buy this house? Now, because of my relationship with you, I will not charge you a peso. But even if you give me 10 million Nkrabea, is it not better?
It's better.
He didn't tell me. He bought it. It turned out that it was a fake house.
Ooh.
He lost everything. I feel I have a trahana. Usuna Capito, you had Dimisika 800 million. I'm saying, oh, you. Yeah, this is I don't know what catch me. I don't know what catch me. Nano Mohana, Madame for be by. Only your baby. They've written an agreement. And the agreement is bazaar. No court will enforce it. Let me just say, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you show it to a lawyer to do it for you? The good thing is that, Louisa, if you have a lawyer, discuss your problems with him. He will tell you, we lawyers, we are trained in the law. He will tell you, be careful, don't do this, or do this. Always leave a gap,
Okay.
so that you can pass there.
Wow.
But 1 year is sana, ujiri so when you well, now 1 year as well, lawyers will make money. So my colleague lawyers will be angry with me that I'm telling you the secret.
The secret. Capito.
Yes.
How many kids do you have?
How many kids?
Yeah.
By the grace of God, I met this girl, and I met her in very interesting circumstances. Very, very, very interesting.
Really? Tell me.
I was a soldier,
Okay.
and I was driving towards Teshi. Then when I go to Labadi, I saw some guy that were chasing for our car. So I made U-turn at near this famous hotel in Labadi. I chased the guy driving top speed, driving, and the guy didn't know we were chasing him.
Okay.
But there was traffic. Now I had to slow down. I was in uniform with my bodyguard. We're coming out. Ask God to have it. Traffic lights caught him at ministries.
Okay.
Oh. Now, when you stop now, I've stopped. I saw one of the most beautiful girls I have ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Standing there. I wanted to call her. But now the expression on her face. Hey, mommy, the boyfriend. And I don't want problem. So I ignored her. Then I started talking to the man. Then I'm saying, no, I'll call this girl. After all, she will only say yes or no.
Okay.
If she says yes, thank God. If she says no, she will not be the first girl to have said no to me.
Okay.
It was from that day I invented the principle. The greatest mistake is to do nothing.
Wow.
So I called her. Not saying me. And I'm saying, yes, you, come. I was in uniform. Or buy. And I'm saying, look at my car. Sit in the car. Wherever you are going in Accra, I'll drop you. Or she said, then she went and sat in the car. Then I did my business with the man. After that, I went and sat in the car. I said, yes, madam, where are you going? Also, Labadi. So, Labadi. Me, I'm going to Bema camp. So, no problem. Then one thing left to the other. We have 4 children.
Wow.
By God's grace, the eldest is an engineer.
Oh.
He is with me in the house.
Okay.
The second born is doing law. He will finish this October in UK.
Okay.
The third born is a lawyer. He is in the office right now, here.
Okay.
Lawyer Divine.
Wow.
And the fourth born is a medical doctor.
Wow.
Dr. David. By the grace of God.
Yes.
Unyame
Wow. The way you met her is very interesting.
Very interesting. Gloria.
Wow.
She was slim, tall. Correct.
Coffee too. Okay. Now, your whole life. Saddest time, when?
Saddest time.
Yeah.
My saddest time was on 7th February 1981. I say sad because on that day I was lying in cell 1, condemned block in some prisons. President Liman had arrested me. So I was inside the cell. And condemned block, you are stuck naked, no panties, nothing, only blankets. On that day, in fact, I look back at my life and I say, oh, Obi Amako Achimota School, Obi Amako Legon, Obi Amako Sandhurst, UK. I feel my way in. Then I decided to do what we call audit. Accountants call it audit. I decided to audit my life from Gyenegyene, how God gave me full scholarship to come to Achimota, how I went to Legon, JCR president, Commonwealth for, how I met Rollins, how I met Boashijane, how I went to Sandhurst, came back. I audited my life. And I made a conclusion. Say, me ya boni biya said me ba. Asan ye try to me so say I'm going to make a coup, but it was not true. So I concluded that I am here because God wants me to be here.
Wow.
So from that day onwards, I became a different person. Till now.
Wow.
So God is orchestrating my life. Many can say, I have been to prison twice, Liman and Rollins, twice. I have been arrested and handcuffed 5 times because of political purposes. I have 3 times when I was in the military, soldiers came trying to kill me, to arrest me and kill me. But only God saved me. I don't know how, but God did. Card me actually 66 times.
Wow.
66 times. doctors have put me on the theater table like this and made surgery 3 times. In spite of all this, Captain retired Nkrabea father. By the grace of God, I'm alive.
This is so beautiful. Very beautiful.
Louisa.
Captain, your happiest moment?
My happiest moment? Oh, so far, what is my happiest moment?
Is it meeting your wife?
Oh, no. No, my happiest moment. I think my happiest moment. My happiest moment, I think it was one day in Parliament House.
Okay.
I'll never forget that day. I was speaking on the floor of the house. Then the leader of the house signaled me, said, Captain, go on talking. I didn't know why, but, and you see, I say happiest because in Parliament, to be able to speak for 5 minutes continuous without interruption, then you've made it. Wow. 5 minutes. Because you can't say obi raise objections. That's why so many parliamentarians they don't talk, because it's very embarrassing.
Wow.
What I say. But me as a court-going lawyer, I enjoy controversy. Until I was talking. That time I signal say I should continue talking. You know, I started making controversial statements. Timika, now I said, sorry, no we are sorry, no we are sorry. Then they'll be interrupting me. Then I had more information. Captain, go on. Not knowing we were going to pass a law, and the leaders of the house, they wanted more MPP members to come from the houses and so on. So I noticed that as I was speaking, my back, more MPP members were more.
Okay.
And then they are spoke for more than 1 hour.
Hey.
In parliamentary language, we call it filibustering. I was just doing filibustering until they signaled me that now, we are okay, so you can stop. Peter Lajete was the speaker at the time. Then I stopped. I enjoyed myself that day.
So that was your happiest moment, talking for over an hour. Captain, so say the youth today, I say, you're pentem to make money, and to say the say the greatest mistake is to do nothing. Means so much far to me, say I will always do something so that it won't be a mistake. What advice do you have for us?
You see, one day when I was a minister of state, I went to, when I was a minister of state, Kojo Banredu, he called me and then he said, Ifa, where are you? So it was a Saturday morning. So I have a funeral to attend. No, so let the dead bury their dead. There's a function at Legon Presec. Go and represent me. So what function? I said, don't worry, you can handle it. So I dressed as a suit. I wore a suit like this. Then I went to the funeral at Makati Hill. I told them I'm a minister. I'm going to a state function. So I drove to Legon Presec. When I got there, the headmaster told me that, oh, Ifa, Banredu says you are coming to represent him. I said yes. Then I asked, what is the reason? What is the program? Then he said, to my shock, a 15-year-old boy younger than my last born, now a doctor. He has written a book, and it was being published and launched that day. Wow. 15-year-old boy. So I went to the assembly hall, and in the presence of the cameramen, the newsmen, when it was my turn to speak, I said, I am ashamed to be standing here today as the guest of honor because a 15-year-old boy has published a book. Me, captain, retired army captain, a lawyer, over 15 years, member of parliament, minister. I have not even published a pamphlet. And that life is like a burning candle. Life is like a burning candle. When there is light off and the candle is burning, the candle does not know that you have not done your homework. The candle does not know that you have not bathed or you have not done this, or it's burning. That is how our lives are. Probably God has given you 70 years, 75, 42, 90. Only God knows. No time must be wasted. No time should be wasted. So for you, the youth, my recommendation is that don't waste any time at all. I met a man. I have constantly been using him as an example. Today, as I speak, he's a member of the Council of State. He was IGP, head of the Ghana Police Service. He was a lecturer at the Ghana Law School. He was an accountant, professional accountant. All this. And he's a chief. Wow. So, Louisa, my recommendation is that don't concentrate on only doing this. Don't concentrate on only doing that. Try your hands. So many things. So many things. And by all means, you will make it.
And by all means, you will make it. Captain, Enna, Menino, Ebetchin Comono. And then Monsieur de Bibri, Nimsa Sana also. Monsieur de Bibri. Captain, any do busy. I know, say, along the line, I'll come to you again. Now, maybe sound. Case Ben Abia will lose ya a year or ya. And idiot, of course, and not a year ding, and so rainy ya a year or day.
Okay, measure
That's true. Any of them will be see. Meeting Edina Nayatra, Dumpim, Ahinana Hima, Macramo. Bye bye.